Alright, so today's video may be a little bit boring, but I'm going to show you a productivity hack in Logic that can help you out in mixes and sessions. You may not want to use this all the time, but at least you'll learn something new if you never heard about this before, and you can use it should you want to. Alright, so let's jump right into it. So in Logic, when you have a big session, things can get messy, especially with plugins. I'm going to open up one right here. Here is our channel EQ plugin. Top right hand corner, there's two options usually. You got a view and this sort of chain link icon here. If you don't know what it is, I'm going to show you right now. It allows you to organize your plugins in certain ways. So one way is the default way, which is set to off by default. And it allows you just to open multiple plugins on multiple tracks, and your screen can quickly get crowded like that until you close each one up individually or hit the V key on your keyboard. So if you hit V, it closes that out. If you hit V again, it brings back that instance of whatever you had set up. Now, let's say we want to work in a cleaner way. Let's open up this plugin once again. We can go ahead and enable that, and that will go into single mode. And to change the modes, you just right click that. And now what happens if you leave the plugin open and select your next track, it will open the corresponding plugin on that slot. For example, so my channel EQ is on slot 1, so it takes note of that. So whatever plugin is on slot 1, and if you select the next track with the plugin open, it's going to read and open up whatever plugin is on slot 1. Now if I hit the V key on my keyboard, it's not going to open up that plugin automatically. You'll have to manually open that plugin, and then you can quickly go ahead and just get to your plugin. And the beautiful thing about this single thing here is if I want to open up my next plugin on the track, it's going to automatically close that one and replace it with the new one that you had opened up, and it gets rid of that clutter. But let's say you don't want that either. Let's say you want to have multiple windows at the same time. So like I said, it keeps track of where things are in slots. So this is slot 1, slot 2, and so on. We can change this to multi-mode. So now I can have multiple plugins open on certain tracks. So for example, I'm going to open up slot 1, slot 2. Now we got multi-mode happening here, as you can tell by this chain being yellow. And if I go to my next track, if it had 2 plugins, it'll open up both plugins. But for some reason, they open up this blank track because it doesn't exist. I kind of hope that they didn't do that because it adds to the clutter, but it's there for now. And you can open up plugins that way. It'll open up whatever's on channel 1 and 2 or whatever that you have linked. Now we can take this a step further. And let's say we have let's say we have a compressor on our master track. All right. And we want this opened just to see what's happening at the compressor on our master track when we're mixing, and we want it open when we open up various plugins on different tracks. So what I can do here is change this back to off, or just toggle it off. And now, if I go ahead and open the next track over here, it's going to open up whatever's on that slot and keep that one open no matter what track you go on to. So it's sort of like a multi-single sort of hybrid mode. If you want to work like that, there are some cases where this could get annoying, some cases where it works really, really well. And again, like I said at the beginning of the video, it's probably boring, but it can help you out in certain scenarios when you're using Logic. So that is what that chain link at the top right hand corner is all about on the plugins. Definitely play around with it, see if you like it. You may not like it and just stick to what you're used to. But definitely in mixing, this does come in handy. But the only thing that does get a little bit annoying is they have this blank track that opens up when you go track to track. I wish that wasn't there, but that's the case. And again, maybe just take the V command out of this video. Just that quickly closes your plugins. Whatever's open goes back to the same instance if you hit V again. So that is the productivity hack in Logic using the link chain. What is this actually called? If I hover over it, let's go to our help tab here. Okay, so they actually don't have a word for it. I'm going to call it the linking of the plugins. If you have any questions on this, we can definitely chat in the comment section below. Try it out. If you like it, go with it. If not, stick to the default mode, which is off. Just use that V key to close your plugins instantly and quickly. That's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next one. Later. Peace.